So it's time to put together all of the techniques that I've taught you in this module and do some example solves. Okay, so let's do some example solves using everything that we've learned so far. The first one I'll do on the white cross, and the second one I'll do color neutral. So let's figure out where our white cross pieces are. There's two at the top here, which are both aligned with their centers, and there's two at the bottom here, which are both bad edges. So we'll need to figure out how to turn these bad ones into good edges. And it's reasonably straightforward actually in this case. So if we do an F, we move this one into the middle layer and also move this one into the middle layer, and it's aligned with its cross edge. Now before solving this one, we solve this one to put it down, and then we solve that one. So that solves those two. And now we have a reasonably easy case over here as well. So if we do an F prime to move this one over here, then we can insert that and then do another F prime to solve this blue one. The first thing we see in our F2L are these two pieces that are paired up. So we can take them out by doing R, U prime, R prime, and then we can insert them into the back slot here because they're already paired up and connected by doing U prime and then R prime, U, R, like that. The next F2L pair that we can solve is this one on the left here, and we know a simple algorithm to do this. So instead of hiding this corner and then moving the edge across, we can solve these two in this particular case by doing L prime U2 L, which splits them up and makes them into this position, and then do an L prime U prime L to solve them there. The next two pieces that we see on the top are these two. So what we can do is hide this corner down here like that, bring this edge over here, unhide the corner, and then insert them into the back slot over here like that. The last F2L pair pops up here, this corner is here, and this edge is over here. So we can solve it as per normal, which is our third F2L case. So we'll move the edge away from the slot, bring the corner on top, move it down, and then insert it into the left, like that. To orient edges, we use our edge orientation algorithm. And to orient our corners, we can do our corner orientation algorithm for that particular case, like that. Now we have the headlights over here, so we can move them to the left-hand side and do our corner permutation algorithm. And we got lucky and didn't have to do any edge permutation after that. So let's do a color neutral solve by scanning around the cube to see which cross that we'd like to solve. And I think we're going to go with orange this time because we have this cross piece which is already solved. This one over here, this is the orange and blue one, which is connected to the green center. This one over here, which is the orange and green one, which is connected to the blue center. And this one here is the orange and white connected to the yellow center. So all these three pairs are connected to centers which are opposite from one another. So these colors are opposite, these colors are opposite, and these colors are opposite. So what we can do is move this edge to the back here, where it is now also an opposite edge. So this orange and yellow edge is attached to the white center, which are opposite colors. Then we can move this edge into a position like that. So notice we wouldn't solve this one first because that one would bring this edge into the top layer and it would become a bad edge. So we would solve this edge first and then solve this one. Then do an L2 to put this one into the bottom, and then align our cross by doing a D2 like that. There are no F2L pairs in our top layer, so we'll have to take out an edge or a corner from the bottom layer to solve it. We can see this corner in our top layer, which is the orange, white and blue one, and the white and blue edge is over here. So to solve these two pieces, we can take out this edge piece like that, move the corner across, bring it back down, and now we have the case where, the first F2L case, where we have a disconnected pair, and we can solve it into the back using R prime, U prime, R, like that. We see over here that we have an F2L pair that's already connected. So even though there are these two pieces and now these two pieces in the top layer, we'll choose to solve this pair because it's the easiest one to solve. So we can just solve it into the left slot like that. Again, we have these two pieces which are immediately obvious to us, but you also notice that these two pieces here are already connected and ready to be inserted into their slot. So we can insert it into the back slot like that. Then the last remaining slot that we need to fill is this front right slot. And we have this case where the colors on top are the same, but it's not a connected pair because the cross color is here. So a simple F2L algorithm to solve this case, which is not so intuitive, is to rotate, do an R'(UR) like that, then rotate back, and then do an R'(UR'). To orient the red edges, we move these two over to the back here and do an F, U, R, U', R', F'. And then to orient our red corners, we have this case where we have two corners solved like that, and then the other two are the stickers facing towards us. So we do R2, D, R', U2, R, D', R', U2, R', like that. Now we have the two stickers matching over here, so we can put them on the left-hand side and do a corner permutation algorithm. Now we have this block here, this bar, so we can put it in the back, and we have our anti-clockwise edge permutation algorithm because this color is opposite to this color, which is like this. Now it's solved.